Okay, here we're given this equation and we're going to find the x-intercept, y-intercept, and also the slope. So here we go. Remember, for the x-intercept, what we do first is we are going to let y to be 0 and then solve for x. So put the 0 right here. We will get x minus 7 times 0, and that's equal to 35, like this. And as we can see, this times 0 is just 0. Therefore, we just get x equals 35, and that's it. So the answer for this right here is just 35, 0. Right? So the x-intercept, 35, 0, just like that. Now, for the y-intercept, it's the opposite. We are going to let x to be 0, put 0 in here, and then solve for y. So we have the minus 7y here, and then that's equal to 35, like this. All right, the 0 doesn't matter, so we have minus 7y, that's equal to 35, and this is negative 7 times y, so we can just divide the negative 7 on both sides, and we will end up with y, that's equal to 35 divided by negative 7, that's negative 5. Therefore, for the y-intercept is 0 for the x, and then the y is negative 5, like this. Lastly, for the slope, you have two ways to do it. Because now we have 2 points, so if you want to use the slope formula, you can go ahead and do so. However, when we have this equation, this is not in the slope-intercept form. But if we can somehow make the equation into y is equal to mx plus b, in fact, the number in front of the x is just the slope, right? So I will do that. Let me write this down again. X minus 7y, that's equal to 35. And then let me actually just minus x on both sides because I want to isolate the y right here. Anyway, we'll see that this is negative 7y, that's equal to negative x plus 35, like this. And this is negative 7 times y. Therefore, we should divide everybody by negative 7. So that this and that will be cancelled, and we get the y by itself, and that's equal to negative divided by negative is positive 1 over 7. Remember, this is like 1 over 7. Put down the little fraction first, and then put the x on the side. And then 35 divided by negative 7, that's negative 5. And as we can see, this right here is going to be the m, namely the slope. So the slope right here is just 1 over 7, like this. And the deal is that, you see, the negative 5, in fact, will also give you the y-intercept as well. So maybe, if you would like, you could have done this first, so that way you don't need to do this. But anyway, it's good practice anyway. So that's it. Here we're given this equation, and we'll find the x-intercept, y-intercept, and also the slope. Well, this right here is actually very nice, isn't it? Because this right here is in the form of y equals mx plus b. Therefore, we know this right here will give us the slope right away, so we don't even have to do a thing because it's convenient for us to just tell the slope already. In fact, we also know this right here is the y-intercept. So you see, this is negative 6. That means we just know the y-intercept is 0, negative 6. So we have two things done right away. Now, we have to find the x-intercept. And remember, for the x-intercept, you are going to let y to be 0 and then solve for x. So put the 0 in here. We have 0, that's equal to 3 over 10x and then minus 6. And let's go ahead and solve that. Add a 6 on both sides so that they cancel. And then we are looking at this as 6 equals 3 divided by 10, right? 3 over 10, and then this is multiplied by x. Now, 3 over 10 times x is equal to 6. What should we do to get rid of the 3 over 10? Well, divide this, right? But dividing the fraction is the same as multiply by its reciprocal. So let's just go ahead and multiply both sides by 10 over 3. Multiply both sides by 10 over 3. Because you see, 10 and 10 cancel, 3 and 3 cancel, they can cross cancel. Now we just have to work this out. And when we have the 6, actually let me write this down right here for you guys in a nicer way. This is 10 over 3 times 6. The 6 is the same as 6 over 1. And again, we can cross cancel. 3 goes into 3 one time, 3 goes into 6 two times, and we can just multiply the top. Finally, x is equal to 10 times 2 is 20, divided by 1 times 1, which is 1, divided by 1 doesn't matter. X is equal to 20. That means the x-intercept is 20, 0. And that's it. All right, here we are given this equation, and let's go ahead and find the x-intercept, y-intercept, and also the slope. In fact, let's begin with the slope first in this case, because as we can see, we have y minus 3 is equal to negative 4 times the parentheses x plus 9. This is not in the form that we like. We like to have y equals mx plus b, right? When we have this, we know the slope and we also know the y-intercept right away. So this time, let me show you guys how we can proceed from here first. So let me write this down again. We have y minus 3, that's equal to negative 4 times x plus 9. Well, of course, right here we have the parentheses. We can just go ahead and distribute. This is y minus 3 equals negative 4x. Negative 4 times that is negative 36. And then, let's go ahead, plus 3 on both sides, so they cancel. And we will have y equals negative 4x. And this and that together is negative 33, right? And with this being done, the slope is just this, namely negative 4. And also we know the negative 33 will be the y-intercept. So come here and write down 0, negative 33. And I did show the work for the y-intercept. Okay? I'm just using this for both of them. That's the idea. Finally, we'll do the x-intercept. And for the x-intercept, we are going to let y to be 0. And now you have two choices. You can either plug in 0 into the original, or you can plug in 0 right here, up to you. Since I have this equation right here, it's actually easier. Let me do it right here, right? So I'm plugging 0 into this equation, and we have 0 equals negative 4x, and we have the plus 33, and we have the minus 33, like this. And of course, go ahead, add a 33 on both sides, and we will have 0 plus 33 is 33, that's equal to negative 4 times x, and what we have to do is just divide both sides by negative 4. And finally, we'll see that x is equal to, we have this, yeah? 33 divided by 4, it's a fraction we cannot reduce. And the negative, usually we put that in the front or on the top, up to you. In this case, let me put that in the front. Negative 33 over 4, like this. So, x-intercept is negative 33 over 4, 0. Again, you can put a negative on the top, in the front, or on the bottom. But this is okay. Anyway, that's it.